Hello there guys, long time no see. Several months ago I made a video talking all about Kickstarter and its various projects and just sort of my opinions on it and my thoughts on some of the projects that have gone through and the funding levels they've received, all sorts of things like that. To put it plainly, I was skeptical. I didn't know what to think about Kickstarter, didn't know what to think about the projects that were placed out there. So I started doing some digging, started doing some research on the projects, and decided that the best way to remove my skepticism was actually to invest in a project. As it turns out, that can be mildly addictive. I invested in a couple of different gaming projects that have not actually come to fruition yet. One of them is supposed to be shipped in the next few weeks. The other couple are in... Actually, I think I've only got one other one that I'm waiting on that's down the road a little bit farther. There was a router I invested in, so we should hear about that in a few months. But the one that I actually was completely surprised by when it showed up on my doorstep yesterday is this. This is the Tilt Energy Backpack. Main reason that I wanted to invest in this one in particular, two reasons. One, I ran into these guys at CES. I managed to get a hands-on with the backpack to go through the guts and everything and feel it and feel the weight of it. And two, more importantly, potentially, they had these early bird specials on their funding levels, and if you funded $99, you could get one of these backpacks, which is a retail value of $200. And there were only like 75 or 100 of those available. And somehow I managed to sneak the very last one. Somebody upgraded or downgraded their funding level, so they didn't get it. I got it in their place. So $99 shipped to my home for what essentially looks like a backpack, but as you can tell from this little thing on the front. I'm going to try to do some extra footage of this, maybe if I have the time. It is a backpack with a built-in power pack. So essentially it's like a power bag, but in backpack form, and I only paid $100 for it. Now, one of the very cool things about this, one of the things that sets it completely apart from the power bag, which I actually have a power bag that Samsung gave me at CES, is completely customizable routable cables. So you can set it up to your heart's content with whatever cables you want. You can use the cables that come provided with it. It actually, I think, comes with an old 30-pin iPhone, iPad connector. So if you don't want to use that, you can put one of your own cables in there. It will have several others along with it. Anyway, let me just go ahead and start opening this up so you can see the outside. Very sturdy construction, very well built. It's some sort of nylon. I don't know if it's ballistic nylon or not. I honestly didn't even look, but it feels very thick and very solid. There's a large manual here that comes with it on the front. It has a rechargeable 10,400 milliamp hour battery inside of it that can charge up to 3 devices at the same time. Dedicated compartments for laptop and tablet, so that's very cool. 30-pin connector that's not ever going to get used. Lots and lots of pockets. So just starting top to bottom, you see we've got this little zippered pocket here, which you may be able to see. Everything looks kind of blurry in the camera there. But it has a protection pocket for sunglasses. It has a pocket in here for your smartphone, and a way to route the cable into that pocket so that you can charge while you have your phone in there using the built-in battery. Very cool stuff. You also have this little pocket, which I believe should be the tablet pocket. Very large, very deep, so you can fit a 10-inch tablet in there, like the iPad 9.5, whatever it is, or the Nexus 10 if you have something that large. Again, you see over here these little black straps. That's for routing the cable around. You can put it sort of however you want, and there's a hole down in here that you can pull the cable in through. Very soft lined pocket that should keep a tablet nice and safe. Here I think we have the big main compartment, which is where the cables are stored and temporarily, and the battery and everything. This little pouch comes out. It was all zipped in there with zip ties, and I went ahead and cut those for the sake of time. Here we have, I guess, a user guide? Yes, user guide. We have the battery for the device, which is inside this box. We have, let's see, USB cable, USB to 30-pin connector. We have USB to micro USB. I can never keep those straight. For cell phones and tablets. USB to micro USB. And it has a strap on it, so this is for use with most micro USB devices. I guess they all had straps on them. That's very cool. Little Velcro straps. So that's 3 micro USB cables, and I think one of those is for use for actually charging the backpack itself. Down inside this big pocket there, you can't see it from this angle, but there are 2 other, at least, Velcro straps where you can bring the cable in, and not Velcro, but they're elastic. So you can bring the cable in and charge something in here. Then you've got the tablet pocket and the protected pocket. There's 3 different places to charge devices if you're into that sort of thing. But there are all sorts of little zippered pockets and pull-out pockets and everything, so you can fill this up to your little heart's content. You've got a couple of zippered pockets in here. Lots and lots of storage. Zippers, yeah. And then you've got that little bulge, little bulge right here for the hardened compartment. It's not as solid as I might like, but it should do a pretty good job from the outside of protecting a pair of sunglasses or a spare pair of glasses if you have a spare. Additionally, we go ahead and zip this back up. Sorry for the noise, I've got the microphone kind of close to me. We have another lined pocket here, very small though, so it's big enough for, again, probably a pair of sunglasses if you have a pair you don't mind getting broken. Something like maybe a smartphone, but again, it's in a front pocket, you might get it broken there. We have a pocket here just for documents, whatever small things you want to put in there. A little pocket over here for miscellaneous. And this pocket, very interesting one for me. You probably can't see a thing that I'm doing here, but you have a hydration pocket where you can stick a large bottle of water, bottle of soda, whatever you choose to put in there. The pocket itself actually folds out and folds back in when you're done with it. Very, very cool stuff there. And then I guess that gets us to the back section. This is where you would put a laptop. This is also the section that can fold down for in-flight. Like if you wanted to take this through airport security, you'd fold it open like that, and then once you're done with it, you close it back up. Here we have built-in power pack information. This is all strapped together, but it shows you how you can route the cables over on this side of it. As you can see, we've got little elastic straps all over the place with these little blue sections that actually go into the individual compartments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places you can route the cables through. And this is where the battery will go, which, if I remember right, I saw somebody on Google Plus mention that this is sort of stretchy and expandable. So if you had a spare battery from a different kind of thing, if you had, like, I've got a little, it's either Energizer or Duracell, I think it's a 10,000 milliamp hour or 6,000 that I picked up a few months ago that was cheap. You could probably slide that in there as well. So if you had even more devices to charge or just wanted a spare battery, that would get it done for you. More elastic straps here. I'm thoroughly impressed, really. Build quality is very, very nice. It's a thick, what feels like nylon material. You've got these pass-throughs all over it. And then your laptop pocket here in the back. You can fit, it says I think up to a 14-inch laptop, but if you want to, you can let it sort of slide out the top here and don't use the strap to hold it in place. So you could put a bigger one in there if you wanted. That's what she said. And I think there's even a couple extra things that I haven't mentioned quite yet. Go ahead and zip everything back up. Yes, there is a headphone input right here that goes straight into the smartphone pocket, the protected hard pocket, so you can have your headphones come out and be listening at the same time. I generally use Bluetooth headphones when I'm out and about, so not as useful for me, but if you are into that, that's a way to do it. Little teeny tiny pocket here on the side, not a matching one on the other side though, and another elastic strap. Not sure what that's for, possibly for rolling this thing up. I don't know what this is. It's got a, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't mention anything on the card either. Just these hard connectors at the end. I'm guessing you could fasten something to that, like a carabiner. Anyway, and then, let's see, there's NFC tags built in here. At least one, I think there may be one. No, there's just the one. Another clip to attach something to. And little teeny tiny secret hidden pocket here. I guess in case you wanted to just hide something small. You could put some peanuts in there or something. When you're on a flight, they give you the peanuts. And really, that's the majority of the bag. Very well built. Look at the back here if you can see it, the construction. Lots of padding. Lots of padding at the shoulders there. Big shoulder strap pads. And one thing I could say would be nice to see would be if there would be some sort of a buckle across the front, but I don't see myself loading it down with that much gear. Probably just a DSLR and a lens and a laptop and whatever else comes to mind. Tablet, smartphone. yeah, very, very happy with this purchase so far. But anyway, that's about all I'm going to say about that. Make sure you look on Kickstarter, see if there's anything out there that you're interested in helping to fund. As for me, I'm going to load this Tilt backpack up and see where I can go with it. I'm going to be taking a few trips here in the near future, so that should be interesting. But that's all from me for today. Sorry this was a weird, off-the-wall kind of video and I was very scattered, but hopefully you enjoyed. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.